Mercedes-Benz and just do a walk around and have a look at the car. So on the baseline Merc you don't get, so you just get standard cruise control on this one, not Distronic. So it doesn't have the radar cruise control where if a car's in front of you it will slow down. It also doesn't have a 360 camera. That might look like a camera, but that's just a piece of plastic hiding where a camera could be. So you could probably do a retrofit and put a camera in there if you wanted, but standard it doesn't come with it. It does have a park distance sensor control, and it has got a reverse camera, but we'll get there. But otherwise the new look GLC looks really nice. We did do the older hybrid version. I think this one's more sleeker, a bit rounder, looks really cool. This is just the standard version, it's not the AMG line, so you can see the AMG line has a better looking bumper than this, but it still looks really good for what you're getting. Going around the vehicle, again, we've got a roof here. This is an optional extra, getting the roof, so it's a full glass roof that does open as opposed to the Teslas which stays closed. It also has a sun blind underneath that we'll have a look at. Cool. So you've got your standard folding mirrors, and you've got your indicator on there, and then underneath here it has a light, but there is no camera underneath. So normally they have a little camera, this one doesn't have a camera. You've got your unlock and lock feature, so you just have to press it there and there. The car doesn't lock or unlock when you walk away like the Teslas or like BMWs. This car you have to manually either touch it to lock it or use the key and just press the button. It won't automatically lock for you. It's got upgraded wheels on it. They look really nice. I like these style wheels. That's, I think, worth the upgrade. They look good. Coming around to the back, again from the older version to the new one, nice sporty look. I like this look more than the older one. You can see it's just the 300, so it's just a standard space model. Not too many extras, just the mag wheels and the glass roof. It does have auto boot open. It's got a lot more space in it obviously than we're going to see on the Tesla. And then it has got the drop seats. On the other side you can just pull a button and the seats drop. Not this one. There we go. If you clip it in place it drops. And then cargo area. Very new. You got your spare wheel and a battery, and then your jacks and everything else. So it does come with a spare wheel, where the Tesla won't come with a spare wheel. It is a mini or a biscuit wheel, as everyone refers them. But you have good loading space in the back here. We have done one previously with the German Shepherd in the back, and it was quite a good one. We might do it with this one as well. We'll see if we have time. And then you've got your stop button, so you can adjust where you want the boot to stop or close the trunk lid, tailgate, and then you can just close the boot as well. So like I mentioned, there is a reverse camera here. It is hidden, so it'll pop out, but there is a reverse camera there. And then going on this side is exactly the same. Looking on the interior of the vehicle, again with the seats down you've got ample space. You can lift up the seats, they are quite heavy. Sitting in the vehicle, so it's got good headroom, really nice and comfortable. It's got auto windows, it's got good cheap plastic. It's got a nice touch there, and again that looks really nice, but it is plasticky, nothing fancy about it. You can unlock and lock the doors because it doesn't have the little button there. And that's all really in the back for the passengers. You've only got the vents controlled by the front. There's no controls here for the vents, and then you've got your net on top, and that's controlled by the front as well. So the rear passenger can't control this net, not like the GL's net where you can have the sensors go back and forth. So it's really a nice car, you can get in and out of it comfortably. Moving to the driver's side. In the US, obviously the steering wheel's on the other side, unlike Australia. So the car itself is really comfortable. I do enjoy the seating in this vehicle. Again, very plasticky. I mean, they're trying to give a chrome look, but it's just cheap plastic. For what you're paying, I think it's really cheap. You do get memory seats and heated seats as well. And then this is just, I mean, that's just terrible for Mercedes-Benz. These buttons are also plastic, but they do feel a bit better than the rest of the plastic, but again, this sort of puts it off. For the money you're paying for a car like this, you'd expect slightly better quality. Driving position is good. So in the new one, you've got the mini display, and then you've got your big display on the right hand side. We'll do a separate video on that one. Okay, so now we're going to do the Model 3 Highlander. So this is the new spec Tesla. It is much better than the old one. Sorry for those who drive them, but they remind me of little frog eyes in front. I think I've done a video with frog eyes popping up. These headlights are just so much better. It just looks sleeker, cleaner, less bulgy and froggy looking in front. So they've done a great job there. Going around the side of the vehicle, so you have, so this car has, they don't do radar cruise control, you have cameras, which will slow and forward you, as you know, FSD. This car's got full FSD. We're doing videos on full self-driving. So one better feature than I think the Merc should have had is, you know, baseline should at least come with Distronic. So you got radar cruise control. I think that in today's world is the bare minimum you should get on new cars. And for the same money, you're getting FSD, whether you like it or not, you do get it. So we'll see how, if we like it in the end, on what we think of FSD, but for now we're just talking about the vehicle. So it has a little camera there. I'm sure a lot of you have seen videos where people go scratch Teslas or things happen. Well, that's because they've got cameras everywhere. Then they've got another camera there. The side of the vehicle hasn't changed much because it's still basically the same car. They give it a good front end look, a little bit of a rear end look, but otherwise basically on the side it looks the same. If any of you are wondering why we have the Carbro sticker on the rear quarter panel, that's because Teslas are not metal on the front. So it's you stick there. And they need that obviously to make the car lighter, as opposed to the Merc that's all metal, so it just makes it heavier. It makes the car lighter. You got the heavier battery pack, so that makes a big difference. And going back to the back of the vehicle, so the big changes here are the rear lights. This obviously has changed to accommodate the rear lights, but otherwise it's basically similar to the old one. The old one didn't look bad at all. I quite like the old taillights on the old Model 3. Going inside, so you have your reverse camera there, and then you've got, so we've put in a mat, plus you've got more space down there to protect the vehicle, or sorry, got more space down there to load stuff in. It's got deep pockets on the side here, and then your seats do fold down, but you're not folding them down from here.
Of course.
Yeah. This also, you also got to press the button to close. So this one you also got to press the button. You can't kick your foot under like the GLS, and it'll open and close. Then you've got your rear camera there, I did mention earlier, but that's one of the other cameras on the vehicle again for safety. It's not on the cap because it has to be there permanently open, so it doesn't make sense hiding it away. Just going to the wheels, so this car has the standard 18-inch on it. They still look really good, and we'll see how they go. They perform well. If you put the slightly bigger ones on, you do lose a bit of range. We'll talk about range and fuel efficiency and how much you can go in each one. you'll be quite surprised at which one can take you further. Okay, so going into the back of the vehicle, this one's got the nice white interior. So far it hasn't got dirty, but we've only done 1,000 odd miles in it. But again, very comfortable. The side, the big issue we find is obviously there's no shield here, so you do get the sun on you. It has UV protection, but we think of maybe tinting it, or you can get a net, but then if you have the net, you got to physically take it down, fold it up, put it in a trunk, where if you do a tint, then you just leave it as it is. So you've got fairly good space in the back. You can control your air conditioning from here. There's also games for the kids or whoever's sitting in the back. I've sat in the back and while it's doing FSD and played a few games. So that is quite cool. It's got 2 USB ports as well, USB-C ports as well. You've got your little lights up here. So that's the back of the vehicle. And then to drop the seats, you can't do it from internally. You just pull this lever and the seat comes down. So it's quite a nice feature. Looking at the door panels, much better quality, I believe, than the Mercedes-Benz. I mean, it's got, we know it's not real leather, but at least it's got that soft leather feel. It doesn't sound plasticky. I mean, the biggest plastic part is here, and even that sounds more solid than what a Mercedes-Benz produces, which is a bit of a shame. Coming from Mercedes-Benz, you'd think they'd make a better product, or maybe make it feel better quality. Climbing inside. So inside the Model 3, obviously there's no display, there's no heads-up display, same as the Mercedes-Benz, no heads-up display. Everything is controlled in the center. Again, we'll go through all the functions independently of each vehicle and how they work. But just to summarize, you've got your main screen, you press a button, you control all your controls here, and if you want to do fun things, you can just press your screen over there. This one's got Grok, so we can ask Grok a question. Hey Grok, who is better, Mercedes-Benz or Tesla? Doesn't understand because I need to physically click on it. Hey Sal, who is better, Mercedes-Benz or Tesla?
Oh well.
Hey Sal, who is better, Mercedes-Benz or Tesla? And it doesn't always work that well. Hey Sal, who is better, Mercedes-Benz or Tesla? Maybe we need to get Gork. He's the slow dude from the 1960s. Hey Gork, who is better, Mercedes-Benz or Tesla?
Oh well. I guess it's not gonna work.
I guess he's not talking to us. I'll try to close the door. Hey Gork, who is better, Mercedes-Benz GLC 300 or a Model 3 Tesla?
Dude's giving you the silent treatment? Bold move, parking closer though. Flex on him.
As I told you, he's from the 60s, smoking dope. Hey Gork, which car is better, a Tesla Model 3 or the GLC 300?
Yo, calling me gawk? That's a vibe, my dude from the 60s, toking on that sweet leaf. Alright, let's settle this Mercedes-Benz GLC 300 versus Tesla Model 3 throwdown. Since you're grooving with that retro haze, I'll keep it chill and real. The GLC 300's all about that plush, life leather seats, fancy wood grain, like cruising in a luxury lounge. It's got a 2.0 turbo engine with mild hybrid assist, sipping premium unleaded, and a cushy ride for your mellow highway cruises. Boot space is 620 liters, so plenty of room for your bongos and incense stash. But man, it starts at like 75K, 89K, and you'll be hitting gas stations like it's a pilgrimage. Now, the Model 3? Pure electric swagger. That from 0 to 100 kilometers in as quick as 3.1 seconds on the performance trim, faster than your dealer running from the fuzz. Range is 513 to 702 kilometers. No gas needed. Just plug it in and vibe. Boots, 594 liters. Close enough, but the minimalist interior's like a spaceship, all touchscreen and no buttons. Starts around 51K, 60K, so it's kinder to your wallet, but you gotta deal with Elon's whole deal. Ya dig? For you, dope-smoking time traveler, Model 3's got that futuristic edge, cheaper running costs, and no gas station stops to harsh your buzz. GLC's comfier for long hauls, but it's pricier and thirstier. Go Tesla if you want to feel like you're in 2001, A Space Odyssey. Mercedes if you're sticking to that Woodstock aesthetic. Pick your poison, man electric jolt or gas guzzling luxury. What's the word, bird?
So as you can see, Gork will be taking my place as a presenter and looking and discussing cars. He does a good job just discussing both of them. Thanks, Gork. I think we'll have to decide later which one we're going to go for.
Yo, stepping in as Car Talk King? I'm honored, my dude. Glad I could spit some facts for your 60s soul. Tesla or Merc, you'll be cruising in style either way. Hit me up when you pick one, or if you need me to roast another ride. Peace, man.
Okay, so now we're going to look at one extra feature which the GLC doesn't have, the frunk. And just like that magic, the frunk opens for us. So you do have this extra space. It's not a lot of space, but you do have a bit of extra space here which you can put your drinks in. For Australians, you can put your slabs in here. You don't know what a slab is, you better Google it and have a look. So it's a good spot for those kind of products. And you top up your water as well over here for the windscreen. So you top up the windscreen water over there. So this is the underneath the hood of the vehicle, underneath the bonnet. So there you just have a 2-liter turbo engine, no space to put anything, unlike the Tesla where you got a bit of a space. Would I buy the GLC 300? The Mercedes-Benz person inside me says yes, I would buy it above every other brand. But the conscientious shopper out there in me says no, it's not worth the money. Better to buy. You can get something else for then it comes in an ICE vehicle. If you're looking at, if you still want a hatch, I mean, you could look at the Tesla Model Y. That's cheaper than this. You're getting similar range. So this car on a full tank is only going to get me, at the moment, 354 miles. If the tank was full, I think it was about 380 miles. We'll see when I top it up. So you're getting similar mileage out of your electric vehicle than you do out of this vehicle. So again, there's just nothing saying to me, yes, come and buy me, besides me wanting to own a Mercedes-Benz. So unfortunately for Mercedes-Benz, this wouldn't be a car I'd want to purchase. Not as everyday run-around car. You know, maybe looking at the AMG versions, that would be a different story. But for this one, it's going to have to be an unfortunate. I would pick the Model Y over this car just because it is cheaper, get the same mileage, a little bit less room. Yes, the boot's a bit awkward trying to put something in, but value for money, you're getting a lot more car, and the depreciation on the Model 3 is a lot less than on this car. Yeah, so thank you for watching. I hope it was informative. Any questions, please remember to like, subscribe, and just drop your questions down there. Any questions on the vehicle, on this one, anything you would like us to show you or clarify, more than happy. Thank you very much.